So hi you guys, how are you? Welcome here to this beautiful channel. I wanted to hop on here today because I've been seeing a lot this, I don't want to call it trend because it's clearly not a trend, but it's something that has been circulating along the self-help community, the self-development community, and it's about the fuss and this attractiveness that it's around the physical appearance. So if you don't know, guys, what I'm talking about is that the last few years, with the boom of the self-development materials, being books, video, podcasts, there's been a lot of talk about physical appearance. And I think the reason that we have given it so much power and so much space we talked about is because it makes kind of sense. Because the idea is this: if you really work on yourself, and what I mean by that is like you nurture yourself, like with positive thoughts, with your own self-care, you take care of yourself, of your mental health, of your physical body, of your soul, you do the work. Therefore, this should be the same on the outside. Like how it's on the outside is on the inside, how it's in the inside is on the outside. So there's these really dots that connect. So that, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like if you put on the work, if you like tell yourself every day that you love how you look, and you nurture yourself with positive affirmations and take care of your mind, this should be literally like the same on your appearance, your physical appearance. But what about the cases that when we encounter someone that is like totally attracted to us? And what I mean by that is, and I only want to mean attractiveness in this concept of like physical appearance, that you see someone walking on the street and their outfit is like on point, you already know about what they're wearing is really expensive, the material, you see them with their hair really nice, with their skin is really clear, or is it like really like pretty, and you see this person that is well put together. But I don't think that this is going to be true to everybody, that we encounter and we're like, oh, this person looks so fresh, so clean, I'm gonna talk to this person, and you find out like this people is like not really what you expect it to be. So what this has taught me, and it's two things. The first thing is literally to not judge anyone by their looks. Literally, you guys, like I'd rather be like an open like listener and like really see what this person has to offer. What's the energy of this person? And second of all, energy is the most important. For example, like you can come to me, we can have a conversation, and I look you look all put together, but if when you open your mouth, before you even open your mouth, like the energy is off, like like you're really tapping into intuition. It's just like the way this person looks and the way that it's speaking, and the meanings behind, you seem a little bit off, and you're like even if they open their mouth and they start talking to you and they're like the most horrible person ever. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. Yes, physical appearance is important. At the end of the day, like, yeah, we love getting our hair done, we love like wearing jewelry, have our nails pretty, or whatever it is, wear nice clothes. But at the end of the day, that will not ever define us, you guys. Literally, what will define us at the end of the day is the energy that we bring into ourselves and into our community. And to me, it's really personal, because to me, the energy that I present myself with is evolving constantly, but the roots of it is how I take care of myself. Like I literally, you guys, whenever I'm off of my routines, whenever I'm off of the tools that make me feel centered, I know I'm not going to be perfect. Of course, that's not going to define me, but I know that the tools and how can present myself to be the best and to feel me good, like me doing it for myself, that I feel like is the biggest difference with the appearance. Because sometimes we like, okay, I'm going to present myself this and like fake it till you make it, and I'm going to like do all of these physical things to the other person. But that's different, because when you feel good within yourself, when you know that in the core of your heart you're centered and you take care of all of you treated yourself kindly, therefore you share this love that you have yourself, and you share this kindness that emanates from you to your community, to your loved ones, to your friends, because it's coming out from you. You're giving it to yourself first, and then you share it with everybody else. That is literally so different from the physical appearance that we want to bring to the other person to see us in a certain way. But when we align this, oh, I'm feeling like this, I'm centered, I'm everything of this makes me feel good, therefore you put up yourself in the physical appearance and, you know, in more detail, and you pay attention to the way you look, that's going to make you literally radiant. And by that I mean, like, you will not even have to open your mouth and talk, because it will emanate from you. You will literally have this like aura around yourself that is like so self-assured and is so safe, because it emanates from you, because you give it to yourself. You treat yourself kindly, you treat yourself with love, therefore you share it with everybody else. And I think that's more important than your physical appearance. I don't really care what you look like. I don't really care what you look like, but if we're going to encounter and you literally are like put together and whatever it is, but you literally open your mouth, and before you open your mouth, something's off. You really treat people with disrespect, you literally treat people badly, you're not a kind person, you know, that will show before you even open your mouth. So what are things that we can implement into our lives to make it as a step before we can upgrade our physical appearance? The first thing is start pouring some love to yourself first. I know that, you know, the last months the term of being humble has popped on many platforms, and it's like you really not tapping into your own power, because you don't think that you are that you're less than you think you are. Therefore we're like, oh no, I have to be kind, not for myself, but how I'm going to treat everybody. And I mean, that can be a good thing, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to be on bed and be like, I'm not treating myself good, I'm not being kind to myself, and I want to be kind to somebody else. What would I do that for? What would I do that for? So start pouring kindness and love to yourself. This can be different to everybody that's watching this video or listening to this. Some tools I'm going to be sharing with you are really coming from my heart, and those are things that work for me. But today in this era, we have a lot of like contents that can make us feel good, on tools that can make us feel good. The first one I'm going to share with you is journaling. I started journaling when I started going to therapy. It was at the beginning a really attractive idea, because when I was little I have a lot of journals within me. I didn't use none of them, but I really loved the idea of writing. And I was going through a really rough path in my life at that moment when I started therapy. That first, the idea of having a safe place without actually going to therapy, like apart from therapy I could like really start nurturing myself with love and creating a safe place for myself, was journaling. It was just so amazing to me and so attractive and so accessible. Like I clearly could do it. So I grabbed a beautiful journal that I had. It was like from so many years. ago, and I remember like I have like some writings on it, and I took those pages off and I started writing, and it was like little things, how I felt that day. I really tapping into myself and asking myself, how am I? Like, what's going on? And to really like in the pages pouring my heart out and pouring everything that I was going through. It was such like a friend, like, and literally like there was no judgment there. Like it was safe for me to like write everything down. And what I learned by therapy is like you can, you know, after you pour everything that you were going through, ask yourself, well, how does this make me feel, and what are the things that I can do to start feeling better? Is there some actions that I can, like little actions, it doesn't matter, like what can I do today to start feeling better? And that was literally a game changer, you guys. My journal from last year, and it's full because in here, well, it's not so full. I left some pages. This is the intention that I always write on my journals. I left some pages on blank, but because I wanted this year to be a complete new year and start being even more intentional than I ever was with journaling. There's also a lot of prompts in journaling. I didn't really start it with prompts. What I needed in the moment was to start listening to myself and stop ignoring myself and stop judging myself about, no, you shouldn't be feeling like this, you should be more grateful, you should be living life, you should be smiling every day. But at the end of the day, that causes me even more hurt because I've been ignoring myself and I've been putting resistance to myself, and I've been treating myself like I was in some trial, like someone literally like was telling me, no, you shouldn't be feeling like this, you should be feeling like that. So creating this space helped me so much with elevating not only my energy, but like I felt like everything changes, like the world changes literally when you start feeling yourself good. You start connecting with that part of the universe, with that part of God that knows how to heal and that knows that everything is well in your world, therefore is well on of your surroundings. So the second tool is meditation. You probably have heard meditate, you guys. Like meditate when you literally wake up in the morning and you're like, I cannot do that. And you guys, I wanted to tell you, I literally understand you so much because I was literally in your place. And not only I have days, you guys, when there are days that are more challenging and that I have to like reconnect with the tools. And it's fine. You're going to have those moments, and you have to know that you can always come back to the tools that make you feel good. They're always going to be there for you. They're always going to be there for you. Meditation, journaling, they're tools, and you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect to do these things. So how I do meditation, I literally do meditation in the morning. Sometimes I don't, and sometimes I change the meditation tool with FT tapping that I've been doing lately, and I love it. FT tapping, that you touch on like some energetic parts of your body and you install, impress in yourself thoughts that can help you heal, thoughts being love, of safety. Imagine, you guys, you literally are attracted to journal, and then months go ahead and you start being drawn to meditation, and then you start doing like more tools. For example, and my 3 goes here, and it's surround yourself with high valuable content. What I mean by this is to be aware and really attentive of what you consume, being what you're reading, being what you're hearing, what kind of music you're listening to, what kind of lyrics that music has. It's really impacting you, you guys. It's really impacting you in your mental health, and therefore, you know, in here we believe, and therefore to me it is, the 3 are connected: the mind, the soul, and the body. So if we start listening to some sorts of lyrics that are not helping us, that they're real violent, or they maybe repeat messages of like, you know, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're listening to some violin music, and I will tell you to really be more aware of what you're consuming. So we have what you're reading, what you're listening to. Not only with music, but what kind of creators are you really consuming? Are these creators, adding to your life value? Or maybe for a season they're adding you value, and then for another season they might not, and you can find a new one that really you can connect with it. Third of all, what people are you surrounding yourself with? This, it's kind of like a more sensitive area, because sometimes we are in context and we're with people that we don't want to be with, but that's where your mental strength and the tools that you're pouring to yourself, start being the most effective ever. Being attentive to what kind of people we're surrounding yourself with. I want to tell you guys this because this might be helpful. For example, you're hanging with a friend that is really negative. It's really negative about how they're seeing life, and they're going through a rough path in their life, and you start to heal yourself. You start pouring so much love and attention and creating a safe space for yourself. And I just remember holding space. Oh my god. And you're faced with this situation, and I can tell you guys that being slow and being really compassionate, it can be in your favor to be really slow with it, and seeing if this is a friend that it's always been like this, or it's a person that just like it's going through something. So be really gentle, because we don't know, or maybe you know what they're going through. But at the end of the day, for example, you see this friend that is really negative, and you come home, you're just like, what? You feel like you need to cleanse yourself with a palo santo, and like, come back to your tools. Yes, they're going through something. If you can do something for them because they have ask your opinion of you to share a tool with them, that would be beautiful. But be really slow and gentle. Yes, at the end of the day, the people we surround with matter, and the messages that they share impact ourselves. And I feel like the most sharing thing is I validate myself a lot, and I feel like, yes, if someone has been not the best with me, or what they're saying is not aligned with me, I know that I can come back to myself and recognize, yes, I do not accept, I do not share what these people said or did. I come back to myself, and I center myself again, and I remind my own values, and I remind what I am aligned with, and everything is fine again. Validate yourself in those moments. Find it this person is really I'm not coping with this person right now. I don't want to be with this person, so I'm going to come back to myself, and later I will see what I would do. Podcast, I think they're an amazing tool. Podcast videos like this, where you can actually have some valuable being tips, or being just some quote that they say that you can I really love this, and I think this is really helping me for the better. What can be moments that we are consuming things that are not high valuable? To me, when you start comparing yourself so much with a person, it doesn't even matter what they're sharing, but you're starting to really hurting yourself, and unfollow that person, unfollow it, and ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? Why am I comparing like this to this person? This is not doing very much to my health, but I will connect to myself. So being more attentive of what type of content we are consuming, and being more intentional with it, and surround ourselves with high valuable content. Either it's a comfortable book, either it's a creator that you start to seeing that what they're sharing and what you're implementing from them, it's really impacting yourself positively, and creating you a world where you can feel better, in a conscious way, in a safe way, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So these 3 tools, and you can like take for example meditation. To me, a form of meditation and connected with myself, it's also affirmations, positive affirmations, repeating them, being in the mirror, being through songs. Oh my god, you guys, I want to share with you my playlist. Well, it's in Spanish, but there's some in English, through music, that it's, you know, affirmations like I am safe, I am worth it, I am valuable, I am surrounded by love. All of these messages can impact ourselves positively. I think once you start to pour all of this love, all of this cozy attention to yourself, it will not matter how you look, but because you're taking care of yourself, that will be an undeniable thing of you. It's going to be undeniable that you start literally, like when you look at the mirror and like, for example, like 10 days went through like months, and you're just like radiating, no matter what you're wearing. You can be literally in sweatpants or whatever you guys want, you will be radiating. But because you're taking care of yourself and you start pouring all of these beautiful thoughts into yourself, into your body, it will be undeniable that you will shine. It will be undeniable that whatever you want to wear, it will look good on you. And before you even open your mouth, when you start countering people, they'll be like, oh, like this person has something. This person has something that I am attracted to. And it will not be everybody. It will be not everybody, because yes, there are people that it's being conscious and it's being really in the healing process, and there's people that it's not. So there's always the contrast. Once you start doing those things that impact you positively, you will also find your authentic style. And it will be authentic because we will be aligned with what you like and what you're most like drawn to. Your style, you will be starting to play more and in an intentional way with your looks, and you will literally break the mold, because no one, not even if that person is dressed like with the same outfit as you are, will be you. No one, nobody. So for me, for example, I started 4 months ago. I've been on my healing journey, I want to say all my life, but most like consciously for about like 3-4 years ago. But the last few months, the last 5 months, I've been experiencing a lot with my style, and I've been feeling so good with my style, and everything, I just feel it around me. It's like even elevated because I feel good within myself. And even though the days that I'm not feeling good, I know that I have my tools, and I give myself that space, and I will shine. And through my light, I know I can bring that light to everybody else around me, to the world, to literally the earth. But it starts really not with your physical appearance, not because you have to dress in, what is this trend, like old money or like in beige tones. Yeah, you can play with that if you like, but at the end of the day, I am so sure that you will find your authentic style, and that will make you shine even more. Maybe you want to play with your hair and you're like, oh, I want to play with my appearance, I really love the way I look, I know I want to play with this new hair color, and you will shine too. It will not matter literally what you like with love due to your physical appearance, you will shine anyways. So repeat with me, guys. It literally doesn't matter the way I look. It matters how much love I'm pouring to myself, how kind I'm being to myself, and therefore once I do that with my surroundings. You guys, I'm so thankful for you to have shared this space with me today, and I really hope that you can find the tools to really walk with you through life. I just wanted to remind you before we end this video that you're so loved, you're valuable, you're so worth it of the best in life, you deserve the best, and you deserve to treat yourself with so much love and so much joy, because you deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you on the next video.